Alright everybody, well, welcome to another Cap Talks. It's been a while since what do you call this? It's been a while since I did another Cap Talks video, so I guess it's time for me to do it again, because right now, BDM, Black Desert Mobile, KR, just got a massive class balancing update or patch um, last. Well, I'm recording this one now at around 11 p.m. at May 4th, but on this day they released a new patch with the batch 2 of the class balancing thing that they got going on. Global got the first batch, which highlights the gladiators. Oh, you know that fiasco with the whole stun lock thing, but yeah. But anyway, so KR got the batch 2. I'm not gonna discuss the overall patch notes or the class balancing patch notes of that one because it's too damn long, and I am only interested in talking about the striker or grandmasters changes or reworks or buffs. So, I'll be linking down the patch notes on the video description below. So, if you want to check it out, please do so. Just head over to the description down below in this video thingy, and click on that link and read to your heart's content. But I will be talking about the Strikers class balancing update. So, without further ado, here we go. So, investment. All right. They call. Oh, I'm so distracted with the whole grammar thing with the Google Translate and all that stuff. But investment, it's what they call strikers or grandmasters when it's translated. But yeah, it says here that Avatar, whatever, I don't know, maybe that's a striker or grandmaster thing, is a class blocks enemy attacks and attacks with fast technology linkage. Technology is like skill, okay? So, however, the continuous attack technique is not effective due to its low damage, yes, compared to its casting time, yes. And the blocking technique is not useful in multiplayer battles. This one is talking about the shoulder thrust, which is a triple yes, because I don't use shoulder thrust in multiplayer battles, multiplayer PvP on the field, and all that jazz. Because it only has forward guard, no SA super armors, and yeah, I have a phobia when some other players are actually crowd controlling me to death. So that's why I don't use it. So that's why in most of my videos you cannot see shoulder thrust there, only in 1 versus 1 PvP, because that's where that skill shines, right? So what they said is to improve this, a continuous technology called Indomitable has been added. All right, Indomitable, impossible to subdue or defeat. Now that is a good word. But yeah, so Indomitable decreases the amount of damage taken when all actions are incapacitated, and using the Kumgong technique twice increases the damage of the next technique. So Indomitable is a new passive skill that strikers in general will be getting. So that's like we get 10% damage reduction from adventurers or other players when we are CC'd. That's what I understood it. So, and the Kumgam technique or whatever that's called, I couldn't rely on the translations that much. Is, I think, shoulder thrust. Okay, so in addition, in order to stably obtain the Indomitable effect, both front guard and super armor effects were applied to the shoulder thrust technology or skill. And shoulder thrust was changed to be available immediately even while using other technologies. This is a good update. Damn. All right. So before I go to the whole shoulder thrust rework thing, right? Um, I'd like to give like a short summary of what we will be getting in this update because I've read this numerous times already. So basically, all of our skills or all of the strikers' skills in general have increased damage, both PVE and PvP. So we can now deal additional damage from yeah, we deal more damage. It's like it's not a massive leap, which is the same as the gladiators, but it is the small increase that we need just to be at least like take on the DPS role, be it PvP or PvE, right? So before, let's say knee hammer was like I call it knee pillow because you're like it's teleporting you or dashing you to the opponent, but your damage is not really that good, right? Okay, so I only use that for its utility, and our bread and butter skills would be the Gale Force and Hell Sweep, and that's it. And also Energy Vacuum, yeah. But I don't use Energy Vacuum that much because usually after I do the Hell Sweep full rotation, I just dash out, especially in mass PvP setups. But yeah, now Knee Hammer has an increased damage. I think it's around at level 1, I think almost 40%, 40 plus percent, which is actually good. So yeah, so all of our skills right now will have an increased damage. Hell Sweep, however, aside from the what do you call this? Aside from the damage increase, finally it covers the rear area. So we have like instead of a cone shape, right? If we do the Hell Sweep, it's like a cone shape thing that you only hit those who that are in front of you. And when he does the Kamehameha thing towards the end, when you do the Jin flow thing, whatever. I'm bad with names. Jesus Christ. Even my own class, I don't really I don't really memorize all of this. But when he does a Kamehameha, the third hit of the Hell Sweep, that's the time that you can hit the rear enemies. But with the first two, it's only just in front of you. But with the rework, Hell Sweep right now can hit on a circular on a radius. So we have a small AOE now for Hell Sweep, which when used with Energy Vacuum and all that jazz and all that stuff, we now have decent AOEs. So this is really, really good when it comes to diving into node artifacts or siege artifacts or whatever, right? So if you see me doing the kamikaze thing during the node war, you see me repositioning around, right? It's because I wanted to attack the enemies and player enemies along with me attacking the node artifact. So if we have now this, even just a small AOE, just as long as it also covers the rear, you'll have a better chance of defeating the enemy that's behind you while you are busy doing something else, right? This is also good when you're pushing Hadum boss rushes because those mobs are so damn itchy. The mobs hit like a truck. But yeah, that is one major thing in Hell Sweep aside from the damage buff. So what else is here? I think yada. I'm sorry, I have a list here. But yeah, mostly it's all about increasing the damage, right? Also, so we have the Hell Sweep radius AOE update. We have the damage out update for all of the skills. And from what I've understood and what I saw in other videos, I think overall all of our skills are now much faster. Knee Hammer is so quick now. Full Force is also quick. They removed one slow kick animation to make it much more smoother. I think that's redundant. Much more smoother. Anyway, but yeah. So all of the skills right now are actually deal more damage much quicker. Hell Sweep now has AoE. We now have AoE options now. Thank goodness. And yeah, in general, that is it. But we have a major change to shoulder thrust. This is the rework that is like, oh man, this is so damn good. Why is that? Because I think it's going to be a first, right? This one is going to be a first. Shoulder thrust right now has only forward guard, right? And if you activate the flow, the two kicks, the two following follow-up kicks of shoulder thrust is so damn slow, to the point that if you messed up with its timing on PvP setups, they can just dodge away while you're doing the kicks, right? And yeah, that's the issue with the shoulder thrust. It only has forward guard. We don't have any super armor options. The follow up, the flow thing is slow. Sometimes you can't even confirm if the third kick actually does the knockback while they're dazed, right? But yeah, so we got speed changes. We have an updated speed of shoulder thrust. So if you do the shoulder thrust, the initial animation, the kicks will follow up as soon as you finish the first one. So it's much more quicker. It's much more snappy. It's snappier than it was before. I saw it on King Diablo's video, also on Steps video, and also in IceX video. It's faster now. It got me hyped up. You can tell how hyped up I am with the shoulder thrust thing, and that is not. That is only. There's so much more in shoulder thrust right now. If you can actually see me right now, my smile is bigger than the Joker's. But yeah, so the kicks are now faster. The flow is now faster, right? So one more addition to shoulder thrust is that it now has super armor on your back. So basically, our butts are now made of steel. So if you do the shoulder thrust, they cannot CC you anymore in field. This is damn good. It's like, well, it doesn't apply in arena. However, we now have more options in the field, because without shoulder thrust on field PvP, if you're like me who doesn't use shoulder thrust at all, you'll come to the point that you have no skills available to deal more damage. You basically lack DPS in field PvP because you removed shoulder thrust. And if you were the one of the ballsy ones who use shoulder thrust in field PvP, damn man, you I don't know. But yeah. So we now have super armor, rear super armor. So if we have rear super armor, we also have forward guard. Hey, so it's like what do you call this? It's like a gladiator's shield, but with super armor. We can negate all of their attacks that is coming towards us, and we don't have any risk of getting CC'd while we are trading the forward guard with the opponent's skills. Right? And but wait, there's more. But wait, there's more. Apart from the rear super armor and the, what do you call this? And the forward guard that shoulder thrust naturally has, we can use shoulder thrust to cancel out skill animations. That is so damn good. It's good for PvP on the field. It's also good for pushing boss rushes, and it opens up more possibilities in PvP arena. because there is also one more thing that is added to shoulder thrust. It says here in the patch notes that when you use shoulder thrust twice, the damage of the following skill increases by 20%. 20%. Jesus. Right? So, oh my god. So not only we get 10% damage reduction when we are CC'd, if we use shoulder thrust, which is now really good in mass PvP setup, field PvPs, the following skill that we are going to put out would increase its damage by 20%. It's so damn good. So basically, here's how I would put it. Shoulder thrust is now the budget version of the Gladiator's shield, because we can now cancel any skill midway using that. So if you're pushing boss rushes and you're halfway through to your Gale Force, you're up in the air, you can cancel it quickly using shoulder thrust and block the boss attacks or enemy attacks. That's how good it is. You can time it perfectly, and in case of oh shit moments, like something like that, you can just use shoulder thrust to negate the front attacks, the attacks coming in front of you, while having the immunities to CC because you have rear super armor. That is how good it is. So you can actually just I don't know, and I don't have any access to BDMKR because when I try to install it and try to create an account, it's like what do you call this? It's like I'm blocked, so I couldn't test it for myself, and I only rely on the videos that they've been putting out, like Ice X, like King Diablo, Mugwe, White Shield, and all, and anyone who, and also Nassim, my trusted informants. I love watching their videos, especially when it comes to the other classes. They're so damn good. But yeah, so you can cancel your attacks midway using shoulder thrust without any worries. And if you use shoulder thrust twice, you get 20% more damage. And did I mention that it's even much more faster right now, and it has an increased damage? I think shoulder thrust in general increased by 40% as well, almost 40%. I couldn't contain my excitement about this one, right? So, yeah, we may not get the Striker Awakening, but this buff, so you can now actually switch around your combos, because our combos are usually mostly linear. We usually engage with knee hammer first and then shoulder thrust, right? So, since shoulder thrust has a very, very low cooldown, you can start with that. Follow it up with lingering knee hammer, right? And you have like almost 4 seconds of super armor, or almost 3 seconds of super armor in the field if you linger your knee hammer, and then follow it up with another shoulder thrust. That's how good it is. So it opens up new possibilities because of this one. One rework of the skill opens up a God damn. I'm so excited for this. But yeah. So those are my takes. I just explained to you how excited I am about this. Yeah, because when I saw Striker and I read it all again like 5 times. And I was like, okay, that's it. I'm done. But I know that the other classes as well got some damage buffs and some reworks. I think Reaper has one as well, but I haven't read that yet. Patch notes are super damn long, so since the link to that one is on the video description. You can have a go at it and read to your heart's content. But yeah, that's me. So, what do you guys think? What do you guys think about the Striker rework? Are you as excited as I am? Or are you one of those, oh, it's so damn OP now. Ah, nerf strikers. Hashtag nerf striker win. So, it's so 100% broken. Ay. Well, whatever. Oh, anyway. So that's my take. Feel free to comment down below. I'll also send a link to my Discord so if you guys want to further discuss things without having to go through YouTube and all that stuff. I'll send a Discord link in there somewhere so that you can just ask questions to me directly there, because I'm basically kind of almost online at Discord for 16 hours or something. But yeah. Anyway, so that's it for me. Thank you so much for dropping by, hearing out my thoughts on the Striker rework. Until the next Cap Talks video, I'll see you again next time. And by the way, please do like, share, subscribe on my YouTube channel and also on my Facebook channel. I stream every Saturday at around 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. or something like that. I usually start around that time. It's on a GMT plus 8 time zone, so if you're at a different time zone, you can just convert it. But yeah, so feel free to watch my streams every Saturday. Drop by, say hi, or whatever. So yeah, until then, see you guys. Thank you so much. Until then, ciao.